it's officially summer and the weather is so gloomy outside. It's so sad. But it's June gloom. It'll be fine. It'll be okay. Tonight we are going to a barnyard activity. I don't even know what to call it. Horse riding barnyard activity, but not like at our normal place, at a different place, with a bunch of my daughter's friends. And then we're supposed to have a party at the beach for her friend's birthday on Sunday, which probably isn't gonna happen because the weather is so horrible. With the start of summer comes so many new issues since my mom's passing. My dad is just not handling it well. And I don't even mean necessarily just in like a grief sense, because I feel like that's normal, but in a very like, you need to do stuff for me, why aren't you doing more for me, accusatory. It's really hard because I'm dealing with my grief and I understand that he's dealing with his grief, but telling me that my daughter can't participate in summer activities because it's going to take away from me doing things for him is just, I feel like that's just not right. And I feel bad that I feel this. Like, if I could do it all, I would, but for my own mental health and sanity, I can't, especially since, you know, part of that time, even without his grief, he's gonna spend that time yelling at me or making demands and kind of being stressful. But to say like, she wants to do cheer with her friends, and he's like, she should not be, like, this is a time for rest and she should be doing what she wants to do. And I'm like, well, that's what she wants to do. And then it became, well, she shouldn't do that because it's not educational. I'm like, well, not all of life is education. I mean, it is educational. All of life is educational because every time you go into a new experience and you put yourself out there, you build confidence, you build self-esteem, you get an education. She's gonna learn stuff, she's following directions, she's learning interpersonal communication, you know, skills, and that's important. Like, why is that not important? Why is that not okay? And then he's like, she should be learning, he's a musician. She should be learning a musical instrument, she should be practicing like an hour every single day, and that's where education is. Like, but she doesn't want to do that, and I had to do that my entire life, and well, not my entire life, obviously, but the whole time I was living with him, I had to play a musical instrument, even though I had really no interest in musical instruments. I applaud people who love musical instruments and who play and who practice. It wasn't my thing. I didn't enjoy it. I struggled through it. I couldn't read music easily. I did not find it enjoyable at all. I just didn't. I'm thankful that I was given the opportunity to find out that I didn't. It's never gonna be like, oh, if only I had had the chance. I had the chance. I did it because I had to do it, because my parents told me I had to do it, and I did it. But I did not enjoy it. I didn't have a passion for it. I was certainly not talented at it. And I appreciate it, but at the same time, like, if she isn't interested at the moment, doesn't mean that she won't become interested. It's just she's not interested right now, and I don't see the benefit of forcing her. And he says, well, no kid is interested at first. You have to show them what they're going to be interested in. That's your job as a parent. I kind of get that, but at the same time, she's young. I don't know. I know it would make him very happy if she picked up a musical instrument. At the same time, it's going to be a fight every single day to practice. Like, we're not even doing, when I say she's doing cheer, we're doing like rec center cheer. We do rec center dance. If she really was passionate about any of the things that we've exposed her to, then we would sign her up for whatever classes and things that she wanted to do. But at this point, she just kind of wants to dabble, and one day she wants to do it and the next day she doesn't. morning. We survived the weekend. How fun. We had really good times. I didn't film anything with my dad because honestly, you know, I don't want to put his grief and or anger on display. I don't think he would be very comfortable with that. So no filming Dad, but I did go grocery shopping with him. I did spend several hours over at his house going through stuff the way he asked me to. So I felt accomplished, and then he sent me a list of a whole bunch of other things that I need to do this week. So just when you think you get a break, no you don't. My daughter's having a picnic today. I really need to work on my eating. I'm not a healthy eater. I'm just gonna be honest. I have to bribe myself to eat most of the time. Like, I'll forget. But something that really helps me is intermittent fasting. I don't know. I feel like it gives me energy, and I feel like I'm more motivated to make wiser choices when I feel like, oh, well, okay, you know, you got this time to eat. I could be wrong. I don't know. But I need to get back on that game. I ate a ton of junk food over the weekend, and I feel really sluggish and gross. So even though we're going on a picnic and we're going to Panera to get our food, thank you to the people that gave me the Panera gift cards at the end of the year, I do feel like I'm going to go back to intermittent fasting and make those wiser choices. I've been searching around the internet, and I have not found any over 40 vlogs, like women over the age of 40. Oops, sorry, camera fell down. Women over the age of 40 that are doing this. So I was like, okay, all right. Like, I think it's really difficult to juggle, even now that I'm not like technically working. I have to go to work tomorrow. But I'm on summer vacation, which is a luxury that I don't think a lot of people have. I'm elderly people, and we're, you know, cleaning out some stuff. My husband has to clean out some stuff because his dad passed, and now his mom is in a care facility. You know, I have to clean out my mom's stuff. Within a year, this 1 year, we had my mother-in-law diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and she was placed in a home March the 16th of 2022. And my mom was diagnosed with rapid onset dementia and passed away by April 15th, 2023. So it's like a year and a month we've had like catastrophic change. My daughter's had 2 operations this year. She broke her front tooth, and she had an issue with her ears, and she had to be put under twice. My dad had a mini stroke. Well, actually, I don't know what it is, but that's like the closest thing that we can. In November, it has been a really difficult year. My student teacher up and quit, right? Like, it's just been crazy. And I feel like there's got to be other people out there that are going through similar stuff, right? Like, I cannot be the only one. And I talk to my friends, and they kind of understand as well. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like there needs to be a voice for us. Like, you just need to see you're not the only one going through all this and suffering alone. But bag of the day, again, this is the Montesaurus BB. I heard a rumor that Louis Vuitton is coming out with another backpack. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it looks like, but another backpack to kind of replace this. The sales associate had no real information about what it looks like, but I carried the Lululemon belt bag. I did the 2-liter one, which happens to be my favorite out of all of them. I think did I show that? I don't even remember, but I carried that to the beach yesterday. Worked great. It was fine. I threw it like in my beach bag, and I didn't care if it got, you know, messed up or whatever. So that was good. And then, today with this picnic, I just feel like this is behind me. I can put stuff in it. You know, I can put sunscreen, and, you know, it's big enough to carry all the stuff that I need, but it can sit behind me, and I really like its functionality. So obviously got my trusted mini pochette in here. So this is the bag that we're carrying today, and I am not stuck on like it has to be luxury or it has to be like a certain brand. I'm open to just about anything, but I do change my bags every single day. So for today, for right now, I mean, it's 7:23 in the morning. So for right now, this is the bag of the day. There's always a possibility I will change it. You never know. You never know. But for right now, this is the bag of the day. And I'm pretty convinced the only thing that I don't like about this one is, again, I feel like Louis Vuitton does not really do drawstrings very well. I think it's just the canvas. Like, it does tend to almost open on it. Not open, but you know what I mean? It's not as tight as I would like it. And my magnet, I don't know why. Let me know if you've ever had this problem, or if I can maybe take it to Louis Vuitton for a fix. You see that? Like, my magnet is just not sturdy. If I go to, see? Let me know if you've ever had this problem. It's been this way for pretty much forever. See? Okay, now it's gonna hold. But honestly, it's like not great. The magnet on this is not great. I'm still gonna use it because I love this bag. That's it for this week's vlog. Those were our weekend activities. I know I didn't film like a lot, but I think you get an idea of how much we try to jam into one weekend, and then there was like one day at work. This week is a lot of errands for the older people in our family, and we might go and do some things. Weather still hasn't gotten good, so we might do some indoor activities. I used my Lululemon belt bag twice. The 2-liter one, I used it for horse riding and I used it at the beach. And I really regretted not bringing it to the picnic because my daughter and her friends decided to make mud pies. And I had the Louis Vuitton backpack, and I was like, maybe a better choice would have been to have the Lululemon. There are more colors of the 2-liter belt bag on the Lululemon website now. And so if that's something you're interested in, go check out that website. The bag of the day for today is this backpack, this discontinued I've done a review on this. Just go back and look at the review. But this bag, and I like this bag because I'm gonna have to deal with that giant rollator today and getting my dad in and out of the car. This one has the zipper on the side that you can put your keys in over here, or your wallet. It's just gonna be a heck of a day today. I'm not really looking forward to today. I'm sure you'll see that next week, all of the older people activities. And I got 2 things that I would like to take a look at, unbox, play around with for my camera and recording game. In case you missed it in one of my earlier vlogs, the reason why I started to do this is because after my mom passed and after my mother-in-law's diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and then, my mom passing, it really became important to me to start to document life. We have all of these tools, they're at our fingertips, and having those home movies, what limited home movies we have, is just so valuable. And then I realized I kind of became obsessed with a few like aesthetic vlogs. I can't do that. Like, I can't. They like literally will put the camera in the refrigerator, you guys. The camera is in the refrigerator. They open it up and it looks beautiful. First of all, forget my refrigerator. Y'all want to know what I'm eating? I don't cook. Like, that's what I have time for. Like, I'll make something for my daughter, but I'm not a healthy eater. We've already established that. So, they're chopping stuff up and it's all like whole grain and it's beautiful, and they're making smoothies, and you just saw, I got the Snickers bar. So There's no one really out there that's doing, like, my life is not artistic. It's not really chaotic either. It's kind of mundane, but it's stressful because I am that sandwich generation. I am taking care of elderly people and then also taking care of an elementary school child. So it's not aesthetic, and I can't make it aesthetic. And so I felt that there was a void out there. There's got to be other women out there struggling like me. Like, what bags do you recommend? What clothes do you recommend? Where do you shop? What do you, like, if you want to document your life, what accessories are you using? What's your Notion look like? Or what is Notion? Or what technology are you using? What iPhone are you using? What cases are you using? Like, I looked at all that stuff, and I can find the 20-year-olds, and then I can find like the computer people that, you know, carry the tech backpacks, which is, you know. But I couldn't find anyone out there like me. Because honestly, Birkin bags that's great. That I can't take that to the pool. I can't take that to the playground. I can't take that. That's not realistic. Not for me. And so what does work? What do I like? So I felt that there needed to be a voice out there for people like me. So I'm going to be that voice. Oh my gosh. Before I go, last recommendation of the day, books. The Revenge List by Hannah Mary McKinnon. Y'all have to read this book. It's amazing. I'm not going to give away any spoilers. Just know that you have to read this book. And if you are still like doing the whole paper notebook, paper planner thing, like, you need to think twice. You need to read this book, and you really need to think. Until next week, feel free to like and subscribe. That'd be really cool. But if not, that's also fine too. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you later.